Every
right,
week.
TJ Maxx. Let's go.
Oh, shit, you want to go there right
Hell
away?
yeah.
Okay, all right, fuck
Hell
it.
yeah.
Hey, we've all been retail shopping.
Without money.
And there may have been a time where you exited the store and that little tag went off on your merchandise,
Without pay.
and 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 the sensor and the buzzers would go off, and you would probably just sometimes ignore it, and the store clerk would just give you the wave, and you would just keep going because you knew that it was just probably like a cell phone or something. Maybe not tags on the clothes that maybe you stole or the purses that you took out without visiting the register. Maybe not those things, but at a local TJ Maxx, I mean, it had to be local because it got to be somewhere, right? I don't know where the fuck was happening at.
It's local to somebody.
It's local to someone, but there were some individuals in the TJ Maxx retrieving articles of clothing, and then there was in or retrieving purses. I'm sorry, purses. And then there was an individual that saw these people uh, leaving with said merchandise and decided to intervene. Citizen,
TJ
citizenry, um,
Airily.
citizenarily, a motherfucker
Yes.
that did not work at the TJ Maxx decided to get involved in the dealings of the TJ Maxx and stop one with
TJ Maxx, whose
fists.
security themselves have a do not intervene policy. Security themselves. TJ Maxx's security themselves
Yep.
have a do
So,
not intervene policy.
so we were told to get your thoughts on that particular happenstance before we watched the video.
Asshole
Um,
now.
professional asshole.
All right, I feel like nigga, you need to mind your goddamn business.
Okay. Now,
Mind
I
your
mean, but that's
goddamn.
it though,
hey,
right?
look, hey, look. Now open your eyes and imagine they white.
Oh, the shoplifters.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, you still gotta mind your business.
Oh, okay.
That's
Hey,
not
look,
your fight.
hey, look, go ahead and roll that beautiful bean footage.
Roll that beautiful bean footage. Well, nobody probably put it in there for her. I just brought this
It
up.
was. She know it. She had
All
it
right, it's
because
coming.
she.
It's coming. It's coming.
Yeah,
There's the
because she the
window.
one told us to go there, so she had to have it. I would hope she was
All right,
ready.
let's see what's going on.
This shit got 7 million views. People been watching.
And a good Samaritan trying to stop two alleged thieves at a TJ Maxx in Miraloma. Dramatic video captured by a customer showing the takedown at the location on Limonite Avenue. At least
Oh
two
yeah, that
women wearing
motherfucker's out of order. He
hoodies
need his ass
trying to
whooped.
walk out with arms full of purses.
Right?
But the second one tried to leave. A man jumped in to stop her,
Damn.
tackling her, eventually knocking her to the ground.
Damn, he threw her into the metal detector thingy.
Hey, look. Hey, look. Hey, look.
After a brief struggle, the alleged
He
thief
did.
was able to get away. It's unclear what merchandise actually was taken. So far, no arrests have been made.
Hey, but look. Hey,
That
look.
white man needs to be arrested.
Hey, look. He definitely should be arrested for assault. Also, the sister she represented with a couple rights and lefts.
Yeah,
Um,
she gave him a couple bing binks.
um, um.
I hate that I'm black sometimes.
Also, you know what? No, I'm gonna keep it on him for right now. Also, there's commentary in the video. I don't know if we actually were able to hear it, but this man was being given instruction the entire time.
To just leave it alone.
Dramatic video
Yeah.
captured by a customer showing the takedown on Limonite Avenue. At least two women wearing black hoodies seen trying to walk out with arms full of purses. But when the second one tried to leave, a man jumped in to stop her, tackling her, eventually knocking her to the ground.
Let me go. Let her go. Let her go. Let me go. Let me go.
After a brief struggle.
Yes,
Let her
charges
go.
should
Let
be.
her go. Let her go. Let her go. Hey, look. Yeah. He should be arrested for assault. I don't know
Yeah,
what to
he
tell
just
you.
He just used that. That was the perfect opportunity for him to get out some of his racism.
Right.
You can't.
And the niggas shouldn't have gave it to him. But we
Yeah.
are now not finna.
Oh, you want to go there? You want to go there already?
Yes. We are now not finna black angst good Samaritism.
Hey,
No
look.
way,
Hey,
shape, or
look.
form. The
Hey,
only
look.
way we get to laugh at him is if had he died. The
Hey,
only
look.
other
Hey,
way,
look. Hey,
the
look.
only way he would have been in the wrong. Every other way he was correct.
Hey,
Now
look.
his motivation aside, listen to me before y'all start arguing the wrong fucking point. His motivation aside, we are not finna argue against good Samaritism. There's no way. No
Hey,
way.
look. Hey, look. Hey, look. Motivation aside, because we took it and put it aside, he didn't know the race of any of the individuals involved, and he was like, "Mind your damn business." He found out that the race of the shoplifters was white, and he said, "You know what? Still got to mind your business. Still got to, still got to mind your business." And look, it was tempting. He was wavery a little bit, but he was like, "No,
Very tentative.
still got to mind your business."
I guarantee you, if I'd have asked him a different way, if I'd have gave him a little, he may have swayed.
Hey, look. When I was posed this question before I saw the video, I was also of the mind state. Mind your motherfucking business. Don't nobody want none of that shit. Don't wait. Ain't nobody chasing after this second season clearance rack shit. Why are you? You are in the TJ Maxx, sir.
TJ Maxx has a do not intervene policy. Their security has a do not intervene policy. But there's no way on God's green earth we're going to argue against good Samaritism because that's just too far. That's just too far to create division between black and white.
Hey, you want to be a good Samaritan? Call the authorities.
Yes, call the
police. If you see somebody doing something that they should not be doing, but you don't get to break the law to stop the law from being broken.
In fact, you do.
Nah.
In fact, you do.
Nah.
Yes, you do.
Nah, I don't think so, fam. Why you think you do? You get to break the law. You get to break the law to stop the law from being broken. So I get to shoot a motherfucker as a bystander. I get to shoot a motherfucker for selling this pack of gum. No, not as a store owner, but as a bystander.
No, not to protect. Now, see, you just took it.
I'm asking.
You to an extent.
Hey, look. Okay, so if he'd have broke her jaw by punching her in the face for stealing some purses, why was he within his right to do that? Hey, look, she said now she did in fact hit him in the face first, but that was after he grabbed her.
But
don't grab me in the ball. Don't grab me in the bags.
There's some places where he can go to jail for not intervening. I love the last episode of Seinfeld.
Hey, look, who was in bodily harm during that encounter? And they're intervening, and they're not intervening was not because they didn't go over there and step into midst of it. It's because they didn't try to attempt to call the police or do anything to otherwise assuage the occurrence.
I was just pointing out the fact that places exist, not the case by case scenario. Again,
fam. At most you'll be compelled. At most you're compelled to alert the authorities.
Compelled.
At no point are you charged with being able to assault someone for engaging in what you perceive as a crime. Because in no way, shape, form, or fashion are you the adjudicator of said offenses, nor should we be giving Samaritans the authority to adjudicate offense. That's not your job, motherfucker. I don't want nobody going around here telling motherfuckers, I thought the motherfucker was breaking in cars. So I shot him. Nah, fam. They give you none of that bullshit. And so, yeah, I can take it there because I can extrapolate and I can see how things can go. And, hey, look, it ain't even about race. It's about motherfuckers doing shit they shouldn't be doing. Again, because we removed race from it when we started. We were still on that mind your business. If it's your car,
Again,
he said, what if he only assaulted her because she assaulted him first? He assaulted her the moment he engaged with her physically. He did that first before she swung. She wouldn't have swung on him otherwise. First of all, in the NBA, he was blocking. It's called a blocking foul, fam. That goes against the defense. That's on you. You say he grabbed the bags. You can't grab the bags. You can't grab nothing I got in my possession.
That nigga wasn't, his fucking hand-eye coordination wasn't sturdy enough to grab anything. He reached for the bags and she pip.
Hey, look, it doesn't matter. Did anybody instruct? Hold on. Did anybody instruct him to stop them? Did somebody say stop? He has no right to none of that shit.
Yes,
if the store's policy is to not engage the actual thief, then the store is going to instruct you as a patron to not engage the thief. If the store managers and clerks and people working there didn't yell out, stop, thief, and otherwise try to engage the citizenry of the store to interact, then no, you're not deputized with some type of authority over that shit. And again, you don't know what the fuck is going on. Just because she want to walk out the store in a hastily fashion don't mean she's stealing. She walking out with fucking shopping bags in her hands all off top. So again, nobody is telling you to stop the thief. If nobody is saying any of that shit, you're not deputized as an authority figure to intervene in that in any way, shape, form, or fashion. And he need to take his ass to fucking jail for assault. Snatching that lady bags like that.
Right. Attacking black women.
You protect black women.
Right. Nigga, you are not protecting black women right now.
How does this shit even work? Because of course, yes, protect and that motherfucker, all that. But the man with no name is absolutely correct in the what the fuck is you doing stealing purses out of fucking TJ Maxx?
Oh yeah, there's no doubt about that. But that is not what's on trial at this point.
What could this 11-year-old Michael Kors bag really be worth? Because you could still go to jail for this shit.
Here's what I want to do.
Why would you risk going?
Can we look up D.L. Hughley's response to this shit? Because his response to this shit is what made me even pay attention to this shit closely.
I don't know. What did he say to it?
D.L. Hughley is just he was so pompous in his let the authorities let the proper authorities handle this. It's like we can't dance between street justice, let the authorities handle this. If it was my daughter, if I was standing there, like black people float between this little diaspora of things that we would do that is counterintuitive to other situations that we also said we would do if that situation arises. Like we would run in this situation, but we would kill a bear in this situation.
Because there are different times where different causes of action is needed.
Right.
Like sometimes you might have to try to fight a bear.
If that bear
you just gotta let that bear go.
If that bear is fucking up a baby fish, by all means. But if that bear is about to fuck up a baby, then hey, look, I'm gonna probably do something.
Yeah.
But if different scenarios, different reactions.
But it'd be more like a bear for to fuck up a baby. Yeah, I'm finna run in there. And then a spider for to fuck up with a baby. Oh, don't do arachnids. Them poisonous. See a bear. That's just machismo and will. And see arachnids, they feisty and poisonous.
Hey.
But yeah, D.L. Hughley. Everyone in this video is wrong. Yep, everybody. See, that's what I'm saying. His arrogance and his pompousness. Everybody, they shouldn't be stealing, and unless he's on the payroll or willing to risk his life for TJ, see, he's just too pompous in his response. Unless he's willing to risk his life for TJ Maxx, he needs to mind the business that pays him. No retirement plan for volunteer store security. Like, come on, fam. We're not gonna punish good Samaritism.
Hey,
like,
look.
That's just too much to prove black angst. It's just too much and too far, and it dilutes every real thought that we have when we got to take these little democratic situations to prove a racial point. Like we got to go against our natural instinct and inclination that if it was my mama, nigga better step up and be a Samaritan. But now it's bags and the black and the white, and now Samaritism is
Hey,
because there's no harm.
we already drew the line. We told you if there was somebody in danger or
Yeah.
something like that, then that would be different. No one was in danger. No, and you could be compelled to do it if someone was in danger or somebody was being accosted and hurting somebody. Yeah, all right, cool. Different. That ain't this.
right. So this
And you keep trying to interject race into this, and it doesn't need to be. We didn't place race into this. You keep trying to put that here. I specifically posed it to remove race from the component, from the equation, and it was presented to me in a way to remove race from the equation. I didn't know what they stole. I just knew that somebody was at a store. I just knew the scenario, but I didn't know the details of it, and I couldn't piece together. And I wasn't trying to piece together the races of the individuals involved.
But the
Just
thing
the
is,
sheer actions of the shit involved. Mind your motherfucking business. Stop trying to take people shit that don't belong to you. Both of those things could be true. Neither one of them opinions have to be based on race. Just
but
on the action.
but one of them is, and everybody wants to throw a rock and hide their hand, including the man who took down the women. So that's the problem here.
Hey, look, I don't know if he's racist or not. He may be.
All right.
Probably is. I wouldn't put it past him. Wouldn't put it past him.
That's why I move on. Because we're going to do the same thing he's going to do in the courtroom. Oh, I didn't do it because they was black.
Hey, look.
So we're going to do that on the podcast too?
Hey, look, but the thing is this, though. It doesn't matter if you did it because or didn't do it because they were black or not. That doesn't matter. The fact that you did it at all is what matters. And that right there is what should be putting you in jail.
No, if it was a man, he wouldn't. If it was a black man, he wouldn't have tried that. Certainly. He got off his fucking hoop dreams off two small women.
Oh, I definitely think he made that. He made that calculation in his head.
Mm-hmm.
He was well within his right. And we shouldn't have an opinion towards it. That's it.
Hey, look, what's the difference between this and vigilantism? Real quick.
You know that.
I don't. I'm asking.
One walking up and seeing some shit, two searching out some shit.
Okay, and so it has to be like a premeditated thing. Okay, that's all I was asking. I didn't know. I don't be having angles. I just be having to ask questions, motherfucker.
I'm almost certain
Okay.
you know what vigilantism. What separates vigilantism?
Hey, look, vigilantism to me, it sounds like you see a motherfucker doing some shit that you think they don't need to be doing, so you make the decision to punish them for said action.
No, the difference is going to seek people out. Vigilantism, Samaritism. You was just there at the time.
Hey, look. She said he was not within his. She said he was not within his rights. The cops would have told him not to intervene had he called the police. The fact that she said that shit, it just triggers some shit in my head about this case down in Florida a few years ago.
Trayvon Martin.
Yeah, that one where the individual thought that somebody was doing something that they didn't need to be doing, so they accosted them, and it ended up costing that person their life. What?
I said, you mean the one where the nigga went home? That's a horrible example. That's the one I didn't want to bring up.
Fam, all right, cool. But the scenarios are
I just said right. I say he was well within his right, and you brought up the one where a motherfucker went home, but it was proven legally right. That's a horrible example.
I'm telling you. I'm giving you an example of vigilantism, or how do you say that? How you say it?
Vigilantism.
Yeah, all right, that way.
But the only reason that would make is a good point to bring up is because most Americans are stupid and they wouldn't just realize what the fuck you just did. They would just hear at Trayvon Martin and see, you're smart because people are stupid. So you're going to bring up some shit that proves my point that I purposely didn't bring up because I know how Trayvon Martin and that shit is gonna sound. But that legally proved the point that a motherfucker can intervene when they even think some shit going on, let alone some shit actually happening. So that proves the point. Motherfucker can intervene when a crime is occurring, when they think a crime is occurring. Oh, who gives a fuck what the cops would have told him to do? He can be a Samaritan. They
Hey,
would
I
advise him
I
again.
thought that part of the travesty of justice in that situation was the fact that he was not found guilty. In fact, for even being told by the operator on the phone at the time to stop. No, don't do that. Leave
No, because
him
there were 8
alone.
more cases of stand your ground laws in Florida that we had to
Yeah,
argue on. They were all.
and that's how he got around it with the little stand your ground
I'm talking about
bullshit
after that. But I'm
loophole.
talking about the nigga in the gas station that we
I'm
talked
talking
about
about I'm
on
talking about the
the podcast.
Trayvon. I'm talking about Trayvon. Oh,
I'm
look.
talking about similar cases that happened
Okay.
after Trayvon Martin, that the guy in the gas station and he was whatever, the white boy was fucking with his bitch and he came up and he shot the shit out of his ass and he didn't go to jail.
I
The
don't know about
closest
that
we've
one. I
gotten
know.
is to the Ahmaud Arbery case. The
Hey,
close,
look.
and
Hey,
that's because
look.
they stalked him down the road is the only reason
Well,
he went to jail.
the one where the guy shot the kids at the convenience store because their music was loud. I believe he went to jail. For his actions. There's a few cases where motherfuckers actually did get found guilty for their actions and charged immediately for it happening. He was arrested immediately. That
For
stand your ground
playing
shit did not work.
music, not for
Yeah.
accosting him, not for walking up to him in a threatening manner, not
Who?
for preventing a crime.
Hey, look. Hey,
To
look.
keep his own
From certain
past.
people
Talking about
perspectives. From certain people perspectives, a crime was being committed on them. That's why the interactions happened the way they did. If I think you stalking me and I tell you to leave me alone, and you use that as a guise to say that I am threatening you now, so now you get to stand your fucking ground. Like, come on, fam. Like we know what we know what the fuck we know what happened. And the question is to me, would you say that the shoplifter was attacked? I'm gonna say yes.
Mm-hmm.
End of story.
I would say crime was
End of
prevented.
statement.
And now crime was prevented. Then we get into
Was it still got away, fam? They still got away.
I said a crime was prevented. Them 2 persons that she was finna get out of there with, she didn't get out of there with.
All
A
right,
crime was
cool.
prevented.
I don't
Now,
know if
was
she
it
didn't get out of there with
reasonable
everything she
before?
took. I don't know if she didn't get out of there with nothing. I don't know if he prevented anything from happening. I really don't know. I don't know. Maybe she did. Maybe he did. Yay. Yay. He got it. She dropped that one person she wasn't gonna get. That's what he finna hinge the argument on. I mean, it's cool.
Yeah, I feel like that motherfucker was out of order. He needs to go to jail. He assaulted the shoplifters, alleged shoplifters,
Mm,
because again, he didn't know what the fuck they were doing. He didn't know that they were stealing. He didn't know anything except he assumed that there was a crime taking place.
Boy, we don't know what he knew. They could have been in that motherfucker hollering at them bitches for 5 minutes is why the person knew to open up their cell phone camera. We don't know what transpired. All we know
True.
was that nigga was preventing a fucking crime. And so we're not gonna we're not gonna persecute him for being a racist, because that's what we're trying to subversively do. We think he was racially motivated, but we have no proof. So we're gonna dance around his racial motivation and try to conflate it against it. No, come on.
Nah.
Keep his
Nope,
own
nope,
type of
nope, nope,
fucking.
nope, 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 nah. Because if he was black and the girls were white, I still say he should mind his fucking business.
But again, so explain to me that pause you had
What pause?
when he changed him to white, and you didn't just outright agree.
Hold on, hold on. Let's bring that back. Now, let me pause this game. All right, so who said if he was black?
No, he said, what if they were white and you were like the shoplifter? Because he wasn't even talking about the shoplifters, but you gave it to him. So he went with it. and you had to pause and think about it. It was brief.
All right, what? All right. Maybe I didn't hear
You
it. Maybe.
recognize this pause? Did you recognize this pause?
Hey, look, I didn't think nothing of it.
But you saw it though.
I mean, it wasn't like it was a I think it was more so he gave it a thought and then he answered the question. I mean, I didn't think he changed his mind on it. He answered it in his head and it was like, nah, I don't want to go with that one. I'm gonna go with option B.
No, I
Like,
think
I
he
don't
waited. I think he waited. He was given new variables and he waited. So it wasn't the situation. There was nothing.
well, when I gave him the situation the first time, he said, mind your
He
business.
took it, right.
And then I said, what if the shoplifters were white? And then he was like, oh yeah, I want to fry them bitches, but nah, you can't. That was the hesitation right there. That's what it was. Yeah. Because it was the what if they were white? What if I told you that the shoplifters were white? And he was like, ooh,
Say the shoplifter.
yeah. Still mind your business.
You didn't say the shoplifters. You just went into the real situation, and he mistakenly thought you were talking about the shoplifters.
Okay, all right. Hey, look. However it happened, that was the gist of it, though. What the fuck?
Because we have to. Because he almost finished since it didn't happen.
Hey, look. But damn, you say we get bogged down and shit. You wanna have an argument about whether or not I said shoplifters or he just understood the shoplifters. Whatever the fact, the communication was shoplifters. So in his mind, shoplifters were white. So he answered under the auspices that shoplifters were white. Still gotta mind your business. Right. So that was his true emotion.
I'm not posing anything. What I'm saying is the whiteness changed it.
No, it didn't though.
In that brief instance, in that brief moment, and this is the problem. Like y'all in this moment to prove some weird ass point. That's how you know y'all points don't ever be standing on shit, because y'all act like shit can't happen in a microcosm in a minuscule second.
What
like,
the
couldn't have made a whole thought.
You got it.
1 second.
You got it.
Y'all acting like it's impossible is what's making y'all shit so
acting like what is impossible? That it's not. I'm not saying that it's impossible that he could have changed his mind. What I am saying is he's saying he didn't change his mind. Therefore, I don't believe nor think that he changed his mind.
I didn't institute that he changed his mind. What I instituted that the racial factor made a difference.
And he's saying it didn't.
Waited in that difference. He waited in that instance, and he felt it didn't make enough of a difference to change his mind. But it did.
Okay, all right. So he waited, man, Joe. I want to get it.
He got it. He got it. Yeah. He got it.
You see how he stopped? He likes to stop actual points from being made.
Nah, I like to stop you from saying all this dumb shit that you're saying, because none of the shit you're saying is like, nigga. I made my. What if it was white? Nope, doesn't make a difference. Yes, I thought for a second. Did it make a difference? No, it doesn't make a difference. Okay, then let's move the fuck on. It doesn't make a fucking difference. But that's not good enough for you. Oh, he thought about it for a second. So
my point
is,
you ain't got no fucking point.
Hey yo.
He's gonna bring it up 7 more times tonight. Let's count it.
That's the thing. The fact that y'all be acting like it ain't no point makes it an even larger point. That's the problem.
The problem is your ass think that motherfucker is going out of their way to argue against you for whatever fucking reason.
The problem is
we have not reached this point in the episode this early.
Thinks y'all doff to protest too much.
I gave a fucking opinion. I asked a question, gave an answer.
Again,
you obviously don't fucking, because I don't agree with you. I gotta be wrong. What the fuck ever, nigga?
Nobody even said you was wrong.
Oh, well, you thought about it for a second, so obviously this is the point. No, I didn't. That is not the point. But you still think that whatever the fuck you think is what you think.
Make a factor at all makes this shit ludicrous. That's the problem.
Yeah.
So if it ain't as heavy weighted as I'm saying,
next subject.
For y'all saying that it ain't happening at all. That's different. That's completely fucking different. So you want to act laissez-faire to the fact is a different fact than y'all saying it's not happening. Because a motherfucker said, what if they was kangaroos? Don't think you would have needed that split second to evaluate, which is my point. So just because you evaluated in an instant doesn't negate the fact that it was there. And you won't gaslight any real fucking human being. I don't know why y'all try to bounce back the shit between each other. That shit makes it even more and more ludicrous each and every fucking week. Like, y'all never be able to gaslight actual human beings. And because there's nobody here to correct you two nitwits, don't mean y'all should keep forward with this shit every week.
I don't know where we were trying to gaslight you.
That there's not a racial component to y'all decision.
Hey, look. Sometimes the decision is just a decision. Sometimes you can hear race and say, yeah, it still don't matter. I'm still going with mind your fucking business. Because I believe that's exactly what he did in that moment. Maybe he did calculate it for a second. Because, man, Joe, I would like to fry the white ladies for stealing. I thought that was the calculus. And he was like, well, but still, nah, I can't.
That's the calculus. That's literally the calculus.
Did that happen?
The calculus on the other side where I do want to let this black girl off. So now I'm finna heavier weight this fucking white man for being a Samaritan. That's the opposite of that's what's going on.
But we also didn't know that the white man was a white man. We didn't know that the person that stopped him was a white person.
We're arguing from that point.
But we punished the person before we knew the race. Is what I'm saying. The justice doled out was blind.
That's more gaslight. So we knew before then. So now I can't possibly be based in that.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyway, speaking of
and even further, he knew the motherfucker was going on. Because I literally said that before. I told him what's happening. So we can't even fake like he don't know what's happening. And still he went through the rigmarole of acting like this shit was new information because he didn't see the video. I literally said that. Well, shit, we just told him. You agreed, right? That I literally told him all the information, right? Before we even played the video, right? Correct? No? Yes?
Before we played the video, I told him the information. I gave him
I told him the information. And then we agreed that he knew all of the information, right?
Is this motherfucker still arguing about what I think after I told this motherfucker what I think?
Hey, look, kind of disorder.
Nope. And that's more gaslighting. Again.
Hey, I don't know. I don't. What are we? Okay.
No, it's not gaslighting.
I was trying to.
We don't care about anybody's opinion on this shit. We care about anybody's. We're moved on to staunchness of character. We've long passed anybody's opinion on this shit. We've moved to staunchness of character. That's where we're at.
All right, and
I think anybody watching this can fucking follow that, including you two, motherfucker.
All right, well, staunchness of character shows that if you the motherfucker that is willing to sit there and feel like they know what a motherfucker thinks more than the motherfucker that actually think that shit, that says that's a description of a character, motherfucker, right there.
No, that's more gaslighting that anybody on the planet can see through.
Lord. I tell you what I think. You say, no, that's not what you think. I'm finna tell you what you think, and this is why you think it.
That's not what's happening.
All right. Next subject.
It's nowhere close to what's happening.
Next subject.
I don't know if we should move on yet. Do you want to tell us what's happening?
What?
What you're saying is that we're gaslighting you.
What I'm saying is he's gaslighting now this situation. You have since shut the fuck up because you see that's your new thing. You look back for integral points to jump in to attack the shit. I no longer feed into that.
Hey, for a motherfucker that says they just sit back and shut the fuck up, you have literally been talking for the last 4 minutes about some shit that I think.
No, he hasn't. He sat back.
No, he hasn't. You have been talking for the last 4 minutes.
I said he sat back and shut the fuck up.
No,
see,
and you kept
paying attention to the
and you the one to say this is my new thing. I just sit back and be quiet.
Huh? For the show, nigga.
Yeah, he said
I
for the
just
show.
saying right now.
He said for the show he'd be quiet, but he was saying my new tactic in the argument is the wait for my opponent's weaknesses and then strike.
Yes. And I don't fall into that no more.
See, what he's saying is I'm the type of motherfucking cheap ass Tekken player that just holds block all the time, wait for your finger to get tired, and I start hitting the low hit button.
Exactly. And
Real
I know
quick. Ping, 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 ping.
So
Hey,
he
look.
wants me to lump him into this gaslighting that you're doing now, so he could pick apart the gaslighting that he knows he's not doing. See? So he wants me to put you two together so he could pick apart that. And he knows what I'm talking about is directly at you. You see? You see how I got cool breezy at y'all argument tactics? Is why I just shut the fuck up when I see they happening.
Hey, look, it's not an argument tactic. I really just wanted to give you the opportunity to get it off your chest. If you had to say
I got it off my chest. There's nothing to get off my chest.
In honor, I thought I was exercising the same care and patience that
no.
that the late great
like not. Everybody, that's what's going on. Everybody's wearing race and acting like they not. Just like the white man gonna say, "Oh, I didn't know they were black. I didn't even see color when I tackled them." And y'all on the other side of that, I didn't see whiteness. He just should mind their own business. Everybody's doing the same dumbass shit, and it's just sad. It's just sad. It's sad that y'all would do the exact same shit as this fucking racist prick. And y'all be okay with it.
Hey, look. All I think that I'm saying, I'm just going to speak for me. I'm going to give my final thoughts. Much like I'm gonna give my final thoughts. Much like one Mr. The late great Jerry Springer. So as one Jerry Springer would say, sometimes, people have disagreements and they feel how they feel. And sometimes people make their decisions based off of predetermined characteristics of people. And sometimes they don't. And I feel that when they do, you gotta believe it. My name is Jacques, and I'll see you next time.